Hey YouTubers, it's Aaron. Here we are with the Tippmann A5. So yesterday, when I made my last video about the setting the pressure on the Palmer's Pursuit stabilizer, I know I said set it to 750, but ever since we put it in the zero kick hammer, I've shot really inconsistency over the chrono since then. So I put the pressure back up to 800. So as you can see, set to 800 exactly. So I re-chronographed that and I found that it was a little bit more consistent. So maintaining that pressure at 800 is ideal and key to this racket. So I got a 691 bore in there, so I changed that as well. I also changed the O-ring on the zero kick hammer with the stock O-ring from the hammer. So it's got a nice stiff polyurethane O-ring on it instead of the black Dura, what is it, I guess nitro butyl. Whatever they are. So it's now that, and I find that I'm shooting a little more consistent. So here we go, let's get into it. I'll take a couple shots over the chronograph for you just to show you roughly where we're at. So we're sitting about about mid 290s right now. So let's get into it. So I only got maybe, I don't know, 50 balls in there, so I don't really need too much to do this. So I'm gonna take 2 shots over. Okay. All right, here we go. $297. $278. I don't know. $294. $297, $290. So that's not bad. That one low ball there, I must have been a really thick ball. Kind of slowed down in the bore a little bit. So I probably should have stuck with a 693 and probably had a good result there. But hey, other than that, the stabilizer needs a little bit of time to break in. So we do get that odd little low ball there, but other than that, that's nothing to worry about at this point, considering this stabilizer does need a little bit of time to break in. So I think it's about 3,000, 4,000 shots to be considered broken in. So it's about 2 cases of paint. So I haven't even gotten anywhere near that right now. I got less than half of a bag through in this stabilizer. So I tried taking this out the other day, so I had the pressure set, and it was super cold out here, so it was like -6, and I automatically noticed that the reg started to creep a little bit, which was really playing a big effect in the velocity being so inconsistent. So I just waited for today, just a little bit warmer, so it's about 3 degrees today instead of -6, so it's a little bit better in my opinion. But other than that, the reg still sits at 800. It ain't dropping, it ain't lowering, it's actually just staying right at 800, and I feel that this gun is doing kind of good. So I might take the velocity down just a little bit. So in order to adjust velocity, it's the same as normal. So once this is set to 800, you shouldn't have to touch it anymore. Leave it at 800 because that is the operating pressure of the gun. So if anything, if you want to change your velocity, it's as per normal with the velocity adjuster here at the side. Okay, so don't be trying to adjust your velocity through this, because it doesn't work like that. Okay, so we'll take a couple more shots now that I just kind of lowered it a little bit. See where we're sitting. God, this thing shoots really good with that zero kick hammer, and it feels really smooth, really nice. So our last shot was 290. Okay, so here we go again. $284. $270. Once again, little low ball. $277. $275. One more shot, and I'll be happy with this. 271. So there we go. Other than that one ball, you know, dropping down to like going down 10 feet per second, that's just probably like an odd thick ball that kind of goes through that doesn't really match the bore. It just kind of slows and drags a little bit going down the barrel. Like I said, I'm only shooting, I think it's 2-star from GI, so I'm not expecting too much out of this paint. But however, the gun is shooting very, very well. I'm very, very happy with it. So from here on out, I think I'm pretty confident to go forward with the electronic e-grip. Not that that really makes a difference, but it would also help me out breaking this stabilizer in a lot faster than doing it through semi-automatic. It's gonna take me forever and a day to put through 2 cases of paint on a semi-automatic gun. So if I got myself an e-grip, that might speed the process up a little bit and help me break the sand a little faster. So other than that, I'm just gonna wrap this up. It's getting really chilly out here. So if you guys don't have a Palmer's stabilizer, get one. They are very, very nice to have. Today, the cold weather doesn't really seem to be playing an effect on it. So I think it was just the first day ever that we started to put paint and air through it, that it really needed to be fine-tuned in settings. So there is some fine-tuning that is needed. So that's going to be for the first little while. After your break-in period, you really shouldn't need to be making adjustments at all. It should just be set, and it should be there every time, all the time. So what I've been doing lately, I've just been kind of picking up the gun every once in a while, just airing it up just to see if the needle spikes up to 800. If it does just that, that's fine. If it's a little bit lower, yeah, you may want to raise it a little bit. If it's a little too high, you may want to drop it. So like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time for those O-rings to wear in order to get it to work properly as it should every time. So other than that, so you've seen it here today, folks. The last few shots were actually pretty consistent, so they're within 6 or 7. So it's like, it's about 3 degrees today. That's not bad. So there we go. Tippmann A5 with the Palmer's Pursuit Stabilizer Kit.